You know, owning a home on the Florida coast, for so many of us, that feels like a total pipe dream. But what if the big headlines about Miami and Naples are actually hiding the real story? Today, we're going to dig into the data and find those hidden bargains that could make that dream a reality in 2025.
I mean, come on, who hasn't daydreamed about this? You can almost hear the waves, feel that year-round sunshine. It's such a powerful idea. But for most of us, that's kind of where it stops, because the very next thought is always about the price tag.
And yeah, this is where most of us just hit a brick wall. The story we all hear is that coastal Florida, especially those famous hotspots, is just priced out of reach for the average buyer. But is it really?
Well, it turns out that's not the whole story. Not even close. While all the attention goes to the super expensive spots, there are these incredible pockets of value just hiding in plain sight. That is the truth for 2025, and we're about to break it all down.
All right, let's dive right in. It's time to peel back the layers, get past those big headlines, and find the real deals, the hidden gems along Florida's coastline. Okay, and this is where that dream suddenly starts to feel, well, actually achievable. Check out these 4 towns. They all offer that beach lifestyle, with median home prices all hanging out in the 300,000s. So let's quickly run through them, because the price is only part of the story. So first up, we've got Pensacola. For about $325,000, you're not just buying a house, you're buying into a market that's got this super stable military economy behind it. What that means is consistent demand for rentals and a really strong family-friendly vibe that doesn't just rely on tourists. All right, next up is Daytona Beach. And this one's the most affordable on our list, clocking in around $310,000. It's a classic Florida spot for a reason, you know? It's super popular with both retirees and tourists. And that creates this year-round engine for potential rental income. Then we have Fort Pierce at about $340,000. And the key word here is value. You're getting that genuine waterfront lifestyle. We're talking boating, fishing, the whole deal, without the absolutely insane prices you'd see just a little farther south.
And rounding out our list is Port St. Lucie. Yeah, it's the highest at around $370, but there's a really good reason for it. This place has some serious economic juice, with huge job growth in fields like logistics and manufacturing. Plus, it's become a magnet for the remote work crowd.
So, okay, we've seen where the bargains are. But the really important question is, why? What's going on under the hood that makes these towns not just affordable today, but maybe, just maybe, a really smart move for the future? So what's really fueling all this? Well, it's this kind of perfect storm of a few key things. First, you've got real job growth, and not just in tourism, but in solid industries like tech and logistics. Second, people just keep moving down from the Northeast and Midwest looking for a better lifestyle. And third, all that creates this crazy high demand for rentals from both vacationers and that growing army of remote workers. Okay, so that all sounds pretty great, right? But look, any smart investment means looking at the other side of the coin. And in Florida, especially on the coast, there is one huge catch that you absolutely have to know about before you even think about taking the next step.
And this is it. Insurance and property taxes. They're going up, and the closer you are to the water, the faster they're climbing. Now, this doesn't have to be a deal killer, but you cannot treat it like an afterthought. You have to look into this stuff first, not last. Seriously.
All right, so we know the opportunities, we know the big challenge. So how do you actually play your cards right? Let's get super practical and open up the buyer's playbook. This right here is the absolute first question you have to ask yourself. What is this property for? Is it your personal escape hatch, a place for your family to make memories? Or is it a straight-up asset, an income machine designed to grow your wealth? Your answer changes everything, from financing to your expected returns.
But, you know, there's actually a third way to play this that's getting super popular, and that's fractional ownership. The idea is pretty simple. Instead of buying a whole house, you just buy a piece of it. It makes getting into the market way more accessible. A lot of these new platforms use some pretty slick data analytics to find the best properties, and then they manage everything for you. It's a way to get a piece of the action and earn passive income without the hassle of being a landlord.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground. The towns, the market trends, the different ways to buy. So let's pull this all together and figure out what the smart move really looks like for 2025. So if you're serious about this, here's your 3-step game plan. Simple. Number 1, go deep on the research for these local markets. Don't just read the headlines. Number 2, factor in those insurance and tax costs from day 1. Get real quotes before you get emotionally attached to a place. And number 3, be brutally honest with yourself about your goals so you can pick the right strategy. See?
The Florida dream isn't dead. It just takes a smarter game plan.
And that really brings us back to the big question for you. When you close your eyes and picture that place by the water, is it your own personal escape? Or is it a hardworking asset building your future? There's no wrong answer, of course, but knowing which one it is for you, well, that's the real first step. Thanks for sticking with us for this one.